Are you feeling stuck with what to post in your Instagram stories to make you sales? Then you'll want to watch this video for ideas on how to sell in your stories for your business. Hi, my name is Katrina Labar and I'm a social media and business coach. I teach entrepreneurs, coaches, and business owners how to grow their social media. If you want to stay up to date with the latest strategies and trends, then make sure to subscribe to my channel and hit the bell to be notified when I post my new videos. If selling on stories is something you currently are struggling with, maybe you don't know how to show up in stories to build trust and sell, then this video is for you. Instagram stories is one of the best places to sell your community, and I'm going to teach you exactly what to be posting so that you'll have your DMs full of inquiries about your offer without having to show up and be spammy. So I highly suggest you stay until the end because I'll be sharing the 4 story types that you can use for your business every week to grow and bring in sales. So I used to spend hours crafting together the perfect story graphics, thinking that it was going to help increase my sales, but all it led to was burnout and seeing the exact same results. It honestly made me consider quitting it all. It felt hopeless until I realized what they were lacking and what I needed to change to see real results. So before we dive into the different types of stories, I want to give you a breakdown of what you need to know about Instagram stories. Basically, this feature has its own strategy, just like the content you post on your feed. Your stories should have a goal when posting them, whether it's for visibility that will help you get people to your profile, or for engagement, which is going to encourage them to engage, whether that's asking them to comment on your story or putting a poll or sticker. This also will help get your story pushed out more, or for creating stories for sales, which is going to help you promote your offer in different ways. Your Instagram stories are meant for people to get to know you more, and the people watching are usually your biggest fans in your stories, which is why I tell my clients to treat your stories like a reality show and show up as if you're FaceTiming a friend, giving them a sneak peek behind the scenes of your life and business to build that like, know, and trust factor with the viewer. The way to attract people to your stories is by posting the same types of stories. So just like you would have pillars with your content, you want to have themes or pillars of what you're sharing in your stories, so when people come to watch your stories, they know what to expect and they know that you will be sharing the same type of stories weekly. Stories are a short, real-time piece of content people are definitely more likely to engage with, and this is why giving your audience a sneak peek into you building your business and showing the behind the scenes is going to be the best way to get them to connect with you and what you do, especially when you launch your product or offer. This way your audience saw you building it and felt like they were a part of the process. So use your stories to highlight what it is like to work with you or your team, your business daily routines, and your story of why you started your business. So why do people even buy from us? The thing is, no one is gonna buy from you right away. They need to get to know you first, and stories are the best way for them to build trust in you. The way the cycle works with any new follower is they first become aware of you and your business, and they follow you. They then need to have some interest in the content you are sharing and some sort of desire in the offer you have. Then over time, by gaining trust from seeing your social proof and your offer enough times, once they trust you, they become interested and end up pulling the trigger and purchasing from you. Every customer you get will go through this cycle with you. So it is so important that in your stories, you're hitting each part of this process. And as an example, let's say you post in your stories for people to book a coaching session with you. But if you haven't put in the work yet to nurture those new eyes to help you gain visibility on your offers, you are going to most likely hear crickets with that offer. So let's dive into the different types of stories to create that are going to help you hit each of these goals to grow, to nurture, and then to sell with your audience. And the first is to grow your audience in your stories and get new eyes on there. So these are going to be the stories that really stand out and are that people really enjoy to watch. The ones that are going to hook them in. The growth stories are the ones that will build your community and get you more visibility. This will be stories that showcase your lifestyle and behind the scenes and basically living proof. This is the best way for you to showcase your life, what you are doing on a daily basis, so you really bring your audience into your world. People love to see what you are doing, what your morning routine is, what you do at work, any day in the life content, People love to see it, and it's the best way for your audience to get to know you on a deeper level beyond the value and the content on your feed. Now, what I mean by living proof is that not only are you teaching what you teach, but you should be living and walking proof of it in your life. The key is to embody the results that you promise them to achieve, aka practice what you preach. This is why instead of having to push your offer, you are inspiring them and showing it is possible for them without needing to convince them. So for an example, I teach how to grow on Instagram with reels and how to monetize on social media. So I don't only teach this, but I have used these strategies and applied it in my own business, and I now showcase it in my stories where I am celebrating my wins and my milestones. Or let's say you are a weight loss coach, you should be showing in your stories your healthy lifestyle, the foods you eat, and sharing the process and transformation of how you achieve those results. Or if you are selling a product and preaching the results it gives, how are you embodying what you preach? Are you living proof of those results? The reason we want to be sharing this type of content with our viewers is because we want to show up as an expert on what you are showing on your feed. There is a deeper layer of connection that we are able to show within our lifestyle, and this is exactly how you will start showing up as an expert, while showcasing you know what you are talking about and that you are living proof of the life you can have when working with you. The next type of story will be creating conversation with your audience. These are the stories where you encourage the engagement and start to build a relationship with them, and where they feel like they are really getting to know you and trust you. So when you start to share parts of you outside of your business with your audience and it resonates with them, this is how you will build a relationship with them. You will want to start to train them to respond and engage with your stories, because you may hear crickets at first, by asking them questions about themselves or getting them to choose something fun for you. So for instance, should I buy these shoes in white or black? Or where should I go today? And have them choose on a poll of what you should do for the day. You will really want to think about what their desires are and what questions would relate to them to make it easy enough for them to respond to you. You really want to dig deep to think about how you can target their pain points and ask them questions about what they would want solved. This is going to get you to learn more about your audience and use their messaging to create your content to target them. The next story type is sharing value. This can be mini trainings or walking your audience through a process where they can interact with it and then implement it right after themselves. A fun thing to do is to add a poll sticker in your stories and think of 2 different topics that are within your niche that you can teach your audience about. What are 2 tips that you can share with your audience? So for an example, if you are a real estate agent, you could have them choose between tips for selling your home or tips for investing in properties. Once the poll has run out after the 24 hours, you will hop in your stories and either do a mini training on the topic they chose, or you can post a piece of content about that topic. You will want to do this as soon as possible so it is still relevant to your audience, and it shows that you take fast action on what they have chosen. Remember that everyone who replied to your poll is now a lead. So no matter what they choose, you are going to look at all the people who replied to your poll and you're going to go and engage with them. These are people who are interested in what you teach and their potential customers. It's also a great way to see common topics your audience is interested in so that you can create more content on those topics. The last one is generating leads and making sales. Stories are the best place to be showcasing our offers, products, or getting your audience to take action on something, whether that be to purchase your offer, join your email list, or download your freebie. The reason we want to be doing this in our stories is because our biggest fans are watching our stories. The people who are already love you and trust you are tapping through your stories, and they are the people who are most likely going to buy from you. The best way, in my opinion, to generate more leads for your business is by showing social proof in your stories. This is where you'll be showcasing your clients and making it all about them and the proof that what you preach works for others. You can do this by sharing wins your clients are having, the results they have gained. I would usually take a screenshot of a win they shared with me and put it in my stories. Now, the most important part is to tell the viewer what action to take next when showing the social proof. Make sure you add a link sticker on that story or the next one where they can start to take action to get the same results as what you had just shown them. The intention with these stories is to take your warm leads from a viewer to a customer by taking action with your offer. Another tactic to get them to take action and hit purchase is by answering objectives they may be thinking that would prevent them from buying from you. So whether that be, I don't know if I have enough time, or maybe it's too expensive, it is better to address these questions in your stories to people who may be sitting on the fence debating whether or not to purchase. Now, these are the 4 types of content I want you to consistently be rotating between each week in your stories. This is gonna help take your warm leads to the next step. So you'll post behind the scenes and living proof stories to bring the viewer into your world so they can get to know you. You will post stories that share value about your niche to showcase your expertise. You will create stories that encourage engagement to build trust and build a relationship with your community. And then stories that generate leads and sales. Remember that someone needs to see something usually 7 to 10 times before even considering buying it. So don't worry about being repetitive. Posting your offer once is definitely not enough. Just try to get creative in different ways that you can pitch your offer. Thank you for watching my video. If you found it helpful, make sure to give it a thumbs up and to hit the subscribe button to my channel to get notified about my new videos about social media marketing and growing your online business. And I'll see you in the next video.